Hello, here are your notes for today's understanding function notation input and outputs. So what you're going to do is we're going to go through the notes. You're going to fill them out as best you can with these things. If you need to pause the video at any time, feel free to. But we're going to go ahead and get going. All right, so what is a function? A function is a rule that takes an input and gives exactly one output. Think of a function like a machine. You put a number in, the machine does something, and then a number comes out. Function notation. Functions are written as f of x, which means function f evaluated at x. X is the input value. F of x is the output value. How to read function notation. F of 3 means find the output when the input is 3. We substitute 3 in place of x and then calculate. Example 1. If f of x equals 2x plus 5, find f of 3. We're going to first go ahead and replace x with 3. So f of 3 equals 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5. We're then going to calculate. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. When your input is 3, your output is 11. Example 2. We're going to let g of x equal x squared plus 4x minus 1. And we're going to find the following. G of negative 4. Step 1, replace all x's with negative 4. Negative 4 squared plus 4 multiplied by negative 4 minus 1. Make sure to use parentheses whenever you're putting something in as an input. When we calculate that, you end up getting negative 1 as your output. And again, you can plug negative parenthesis negative 4 parenthesis squared plus 4 parenthesis negative 4 parenthesis minus 1 directly into your calculator and just plug and find the answer. Next, we're going to find g of 8. Again, replace all x's with 8. 8 squared plus 4 multiplied by 8 minus 1. You end up with 95. And finally, we have g of negative 1. Replace all x's with negative 1. Negative 1 squared plus 4 multiplied by negative 1 minus 1. You end up with negative 4. Example number 3. A graph is shown below. So here we have a graph. This is a function as it does pass the vertical line test. We're now going to find f of negative 2. So we're going to identify negative 2 on the x-axis and see where the point of the graph is. You can see here at negative 2, when x is negative 2, your output or y is at positive 2. F of 1. When we identify where the graph is at x equals 1, you can see my output or y is at 3. Now we're going to look at f of x equals 6 and find the value of x. So we're going to look on the y-axis at 6 and find where the graph hits. And you can see here, when we have an output of 6 or a y of 6, my input or x value is 5. So f of 5 equals 6. Example 4. If f of x equals x squared minus 7x plus 6, we're going to find f of x equals 0. First thing that we need to do, because we are technically using our zero product property here, we're setting the entire equation x squared minus 7x plus 6 equal to 0. With that, we're going to need to factor it. It factors to x minus 1, x minus 6. We're then going to use the zero product property to solve. Set x minus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 6 equal to 0. Add 1 to both sides. We get x equals positive 1. Add 6 to both sides, and we get x equals 6. This would take the entire equation, x squared minus 7x plus 6, and if you plugged in a 1 for x, you would get an output of 0. And if you plugged in a 6 for x, you would get an output of 0. This concludes our notes for today. If you need to go back and pause, please do so.